Building a huge following on streaming platforms is extremely difficult, but a guy called Ludwig has managed to achieve the impossible and become one of the biggest streamers on Twitch. And at his peak, he managed to hold the record for the most active subscriptions in 1 month on Twitch. Ludwig was doing really well on Twitch, but with all the great things that he's done on Twitch, there was a time where he had to dump Twitch to become a full-time content creator on YouTube and start live streaming and YouTube gaming over Twitch. But what's the real reason for Ludwig to do that? Ludwig started his streaming career on Twitch in 2018. And after a full year of streaming, he decided to become a full-time Twitch streamer. Of course, Ludwig started without an audience on Twitch, and at his start, he was streaming games like Super Smash Bros. Melee, Mario Party 2, and Dark Souls. Despite the head start, Ludwig kept live streaming and trying to build a following on Twitch. Whenever there are new games that he can play, he does a live stream playing them. He also collaborated with other Twitch streamers in an effort to build his following on Twitch. While streaming on Twitch, he was also publishing videos on YouTube, and the content he was sharing on YouTube was mostly similar to the content he was live streaming on Twitch, so people who watch him on Twitch can watch him also on YouTube, and vice versa, without having the audience of one platform have a disinterest of watching him in the other platform. It's also worth mentioning that Ludwig started creating content on YouTube way before he started live streaming on Twitch, but his early videos on YouTube were mostly commentary about Call of Duty. Ludwig did try growing on YouTube while trying to grow on Twitch, because the only way for a streamer to build his following on Twitch is by growing a following on another platform, then sending his followers over to Twitch, because live streamers on Twitch are ranked by the most views. So unless you have a high number of views on Twitch, you will not get recommended to new people. Ludwig has used YouTube as his beginning to only grow his view count on Twitch because streaming was his main thing, and he knew that without YouTube, he wouldn't be able to get viewers on his streams and rank higher on the homepage of Twitch. Luckily, Ludwig managed to successfully build his Twitch channel and become one of the biggest streamers on the platform, as his efforts have compounded over the years to allow him to reach 1 million followers on Twitch in December 2020. Ludwig did also manage to surpass Ninja and hold the record for the most concurrent subscribers on Twitch until it got beaten by Kaya Sinet in March 2023. Ludwig has managed to hit these milestones because of his collaborations with other big creators and his willingness to try out new forms of content, both in his live streams and in his YouTube videos. After all the efforts that Ludwig used to build his following on Twitch, he just decided to dump Twitch for YouTube gaming. Well, the decision wasn't easy for him, and it took him too long to figure out if the move was worth it or not. But in the end, he chose YouTube because they offered him more tools and support to make better content. Of course, the transition for Ludwig to YouTube gaming wasn't that smooth, as YouTube gaming lacked a lot of features that Twitch has, and YouTube has a stricter copyright system. So there were a lot of variables that affected the experience of Ludwig live streaming on YouTube, but in the end, he managed to adapt over time. Ludwig's transition to YouTube gaming was fruitful, as it resulted in many great events on YouTube like the Mogul Money Live, the chess boxing event, Super Smash Bros. Melee, and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Tournament, and many other entertaining events that were streamed on YouTube. All those events were a big win for both Ludwig and YouTube, which wouldn't have existed in the first place if Ludwig didn't move away from Twitch. Ludwig's move to YouTube gaming allowed him to gain faster growth on his YouTube channel, while he may have faced some challenges like the differences of culture, which isn't the same as the culture on Twitch, but he had no choice but to adapt and to get used to it. And if you remember, we said before that Ludwig was used to sending over his audience on YouTube to Twitch in order to watch his streams. This became a thing of the past, because once Ludwig began streaming on YouTube gaming, he no longer had to do that because his audience can watch both his live streams and his videos on the same platform. While Twitch may not have been impacted a lot by Ludwig moving to their biggest competitor, it's clear that Ludwig's move has certainly impacted his career and allowed him to achieve more growth, and it even allowed him to get more tools that helped him grow faster and make more money. This is how Ludwig dumped Twitch for YouTube gaming. If you enjoyed watching this video, give a like, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and see you in the next video.